There are, of course, downsides for judges, including myself, because when I go home, my wife says, you were slouching, you were not sitting properly. So there are downsides to it as well. So, but that is for us to suffer, and not for others. Previously, we weren't too bothered about these things, but one has to be a bit more cautious. I'm very happy to know that technology, how it's being used, and technology is a tool, just as the qalam mentioned in the Holy Quran was a tool. Now we have further technology, and we must use these tools to gain knowledge. And what does a judge possess? A judge possesses primarily, he should know the law and as much of it as possible, so that helps in making him or her a better judge. So I'm very happy about the WhatsApp groups that had been, and I'm particularly pleased to note that it is not what the Federal Judicial Academy determines the judges required to be taught or be provided expertise in, but the demand is now coming from the judges in the training need assessment, abbreviated as TNA. And this is very good, because I don't know something, I reach out, and the Federal Judicial Academy, if it thinks that there are a considerable number of people who want to be assisted in this regard, they make a program and reach out to them and train them in that regard. I'm very happy that excursions are also being provided by the Academy. I would stress one aspect, if I may recommend to Justice Shah and to the Director General of the Academy, which is the future really, and that is being aware of the environment, being aware of environmental problems, learning of conservation, preserving limited resources, pollution, climate change. Because if we do not conserve the environment, then there is no future. That is fundamental, not just for this generation, but if you care about your children and grandchildren, this is something you have to. It's no longer optional, you must. You must also teach them to use the wonderful things called legs provided by the Almighty, and use less and less of motor cars. Cycles are also a very good option. Conserves waste of imported fuel, adding to the greenhouse gases, etc. There is other kinds of waste also which I would suggest and recommend that it should not be used. I saw plaques I had forbidden a plaque of mine being put up anywhere in Balochistan when I was Chief Justice Balochistan, and the Director General, I can direct not to put up any plaque with my name on it. So this is a complete waste of resources. If people have done something wonderful, the coming generations, their peers, will remember them in their hearts, and that's the best way to remember them, and not waste a piece of metal or paint and put it on a wall. That's not how we should be remembered. We should be remembered in what one writes, what one teaches, what one has, and what one has given.